What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Inside the Horseshoe. My name is Matt, and which Colts rookies are going to have the biggest impact for the Colts this year? I'm going to give you guys my thoughts in just a minute, but before I do that, if you're new or if you haven't already, I would greatly appreciate if you would click that subscribe button. Also, click the bell icon so you're notified when I upload a video or when I go live. If you like this video, smack the like button. Let me know your thoughts down below. Do you agree with me or do you disagree with me? Let me know in the comments. And also, if you have a Twitter, make sure you follow me on Twitter at horseshoe_pod. There's a link in the description down below. So, I thought the Colts had a very good draft this year. They drafted players on day 2 and day 3 that are going to have an impact for this team at some point in their career. Whether it's this year, next year, or so on, they're going to have an impact for this team. But there are 3 players that stick out to me that I believe are going to have the biggest impact for the Colts team this year. Now, I do think there will be at least 1 or 2 other rookies that will definitely have an impact on this team. But these 3, I think, are definitely the ones that are going to have the biggest impact. And the first one I'm going to talk about today is wide receiver Alec Pierce. Now, I think most of you, if not all of you, are going to agree with me on that, right? He is going to have probably the biggest impact out of all the rookies this year, if I had to guess. Now, it might take him a couple games to really start seeing his impact on the team, right? It might take him 3 weeks, might take him 5 weeks, because the NFL, it's completely different from college football. You got to get used to how the corners play, their speed, all that good stuff. So it might take him a little bit, but it might not take him any time at all. He might be ready to go. His impact is felt week 1 and, so on and so forth. But I really think we're really going to see that impact and him become the most impactful player on this team out of all the rookies from like week 9 on. I think that's where we're really going to see it. And that's where he's really going to dominate and start turning a lot of people's heads that maybe aren't Colts fans that, don't really think much of Alec Pierce. I think Alec Pierce is going to do well, from the get-go. But I think as far as just a big impact for this team, I think probably closer to week 9 is probably where it's going to be felt. But who knows? Maybe he'll be dominant right away. I hope so. That'd be great, right? So I definitely think Alec Pierce is probably going to be the most impactful rookie that we have this year. All right, so the next player we're going to talk about today is offensive tackle Bernhard Ryman. So to me, I don't know when he's going to start. I really do think they're going to go with Matt Pryor, at least in week 1. I do think he's definitely going to start at least week 1, maybe even a little more after that. But I do think Bernhard Ryman is going to start at some point this year, and I do think as soon as he gets in there and as soon as he starts playing, that impact is going to be felt immediately. I think you're going to see that he is going to be a really good left tackle for this team, and I think it helps him that he gets to play next to Quentin Nelson. Like, I think that's going to help him and any other left tackle because Quentin Nelson is just so dominant. So I do think it's going to help him there as well. Bernhard Ryman has everything you want in a left tackle, right? Has good footwork. He's strong. He's physical. He's athletic. He's what you want in a left tackle. The only thing that I think some people say, well, I don't like that about him is that he has shorter arms. But, I mean, we've seen Braden Smith, who has short arms, go out there and dominate as well. So I don't really look at the short arm argument and go, okay, yeah, that's something we should be concerned with. So short arms, whatever. I think he'll be perfectly fine. I think he's fast enough, athletic enough. I think he's got good enough footwork, and he's strong enough to where it's really not going to be impactful at all, as far as like his short arms. I don't think that's going to have any impact towards his play. Um, I think Bernhard Ryman was a first round talent. So I'm really surprised he fell to the 3rd round. I thought he would have been taken in round 2 at the latest because he's a really good left tackle, and finding good left tackles is not easy to do because left tackle is an extremely important position. So I was surprised, but I do think he's a first-round talent, and I think he's going to go out there and dominate pretty fast. So Bernhard Ryman is another player out of all the rookies that I think are going to have a big impact. Now, the last rookie I'm going to talk about today is going to be tight end Jelani Woods. Now, I do think his impact is going to be felt the most in the red zone, if I had to guess myself, because of his size and his athleticism. I mean, all Matt Ryan has to do is throw that football up in the air, and Jelani Woods is going to get up there and he's going to catch it. Okay? He's 6'7", so if he's going to lose any 50-50 balls thrown his way, he's going to lose them because he dropped the football, not because a corner jumped up and knocked it out of his hands. That's just not going to happen at all. He's just too tall. He's literally too tall and super athletic. So it's going to be very difficult for a lot of corners and safeties to stop him and bring him down and get the ball out of his hands. It's going to be difficult for them. So I really do think his impact is going to be felt pretty quick. And it's going to be because he's going to be used a lot in the red zone. Or at least I hope he's used a lot in the red zone, because you got to take advantage of the size, right? I mean, have Mo Alley Cox on one side and have Jelani Woods on the other side, and defenses are going to have a difficult time stopping the offense. So, yeah, again, the three rookies that I think are going to have the biggest impact for this team is Alec Pierce, Jelani Woods, and Bernard Ryman. So thank you very much for watching. If you're new or if you haven't already, I would greatly appreciate if you click that subscribe button. Also click the bell icon so you're notified when I upload a video or when I go live. If you like this video, smack that like button. Let me know your thoughts down below. Do you agree with me or do you disagree with me? Let me know in the comments. And also, if you have a Twitter, make sure you follow me on Twitter at horseshoe_pod. There's a link in the description down below. So thank you very much for watching. I've been Matt, Bleed Blue, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you like it, make sure you watch one of these other two videos. They're cool. Also, if you're new, please click the subscribe button as well as the bell icon. I greatly appreciate your support.